Alright, just got a video uploaded and... Bella? What do you have there? Is this the new Diary of Wimpy kid book? Bella, where did you get that, Lana? Well, I guess it only means one thing. To open it and review it. Here we go! Hello everybody, it's your boy Snake Boy, and as you just saw there in the little skin in the beginning of the video, I read the new Diary of Wimpy kid book, which is called Partypooper. Yeah, I'm gonna be saying poop in this video. I never expected to say that. So yeah, I've read this video. That's no! I have read the book, and now I'm gonna give you guys a review. So let's start off by reading what's on the back. Greg Heffley is not a fan of surprises, especially when it comes to his birthday. This entails immediately, this is about birthdays, which I don't think we've actually had as a story in Diary of Wimpy Kid before, so positive points on being unique. Ow, actually fucking hurt! He never could have guessed the shocking surprise that his family has in store for him this year. When Greg's epic party plans start to unravel, he holds out hope that he'll get his one birthday wish. A rare trading card that's worth a fortune. This trading card thing is a part of a company which is called... What are they called in the book? The company is called Micro Creatures, which it's basically Pokemon, because you know they can't actually say the name because of IPs and copyright and stuff. The problem is, everyone else is out there too, and there's no guarantee he'll snag it first. And this is a pretty important part of the book, so yeah, that'll come later. Will Greg's birthday wishes come true? Or will he learn to be careful for what you wish for? I guess that'll be like, oh, you need to look at the end of the book to find out. Let's look at it right now. Also, before I get to the actual book, I just want to say, look at the cover. This cover is one of my favorites I've seen in the series because this thing will stand out. Like, I'm putting a photo on the screen right now of all the Diary of Wimpy books next to this one. I mean, to be fair, these last two covers here, like from... Wait, hold on, these are backwards. And to be fair, from Meltdown on, these all are very, very unique covers. So yeah, but especially this one. This one will absolutely stand out in your collection. So as we open up the book here, it starts with Greg talking about birthdays and his experiences with them. And he shares a couple of funny stories about how one time a kid used his birthday wish on his cake for a dirt bike. Listen, Charlie. I'm part of the Greg Heffleys, okay? It's on site, boy. Oh, fuck. He also shares a story about the time that his mother replaced his Colossus toys with normal bobs that start to stink after a couple of days. It's not very appealing for a toy for like a child. And then he starts talking about birthday wishes and different ways to get them, such as genies, birthday cakes, wishing wells. And as you can see, the birthday theme of, like, you know, birthday wishes and stuff, it is floating. He is sidetracking, but there is a theme there, which is something that I appreciate. I gotta say, the artwork in this book is pretty good. Like, page 25, like, that is some drawing right there. If Greg Heffley was a real kid, he'd be making bank off these drawings, like, damn. And then Greg weirdly sidetracks to why people celebrate birthdays to begin with. I'm all out of frame. And he starts talking about when you're first born, you know, you're right out of the gate, you're in a cot, you know, you don't get any privacy when you're getting your pants changed and your ass wow! This is a huge sidetrack here. He goes on to when parties started, cards, thank you cards, thank you cards. And like the biggest sidetrack I've ever seen talks about Jupiter and how their birthdays are every 12 years, so it'll make things easier for gifts. Not a bad point, but it's on track. Greg talks about as well about how he's worried about him aging faster than he should be, so he uses his mom's skincare until she catches him. And he sidetracks as well to superpowers. And I swear, page 41, I've seen this page on another book. I don't know which one, but I've seen it before. He talks about different superpowers, like becoming a mosquito. Raleigh never said wanted to be a ladybug for kindness. Listen, Greg, don't hate on Raleigh. He's trying to put good into this world. What the fuck are you doing? And he brings up Spider-Man. Spider-Man gets a pass, but Pokemon doesn't, okay. And then on page 44, we start getting to the main point of this book, which is Greg's birthday. Greg's birthday is on the Saturday, and he believes that his family is throwing a surprise party for him because his mom hasn't said anything about his birthday party. This makes sense, right? And then once he gets out to the church, he backs out into the church early so he can surprise the surprise. He finds out that his mother actually forgot about his birthday. What kind of mother is he? She? They? Cucumbers! But turns out the mother takes it worse than Greg because Yeah, look at that like to dislike ratio. Sheesh, I haven't seen one this bad since YouTube Rainbow 2018. I'm sorry YouTube, don't ban me. And then here we go with the micro creatures bit. There's a rare three-eyed Feeble, which goes for about 100 grand. And so that is his mission now. His mission is get that card, get money, and I'm set. Now we already mentioned that Greg's mom forgot his birthday, and now they're going to make it up to him by having a different party, which is a makeup party or do-over? Well, which one is it, Greg? Would you make up your damn mind? He talks about different types of parties, like trampoline park, a theater, and the time that someone's party they dug into a Build-A-Bear. You know, it's, again, the floating theme is there, even though it's sidetracking, the theme is there. You know, he speaks about all these different things, like a stealthy chef, cupcake gobbler, a sleepover party. All this stuff is pretty much just one and the same. So let's get to the actual party. Aunt Nancy is the first person to arrive, which he doesn't expect because she's from the Hawaii. What do I mean, the Hawaii? What am I talking about? And there's different things that Greg does set up for the party, like a gift table. He puts a caution zone for the VIP people. He gets Rowley to just blow up the inflatable thing. He makes specialty drinks for the VIPs. Premium toilet paper, which is just regular toilet paper, with Roderick's body spray to make it feel fancy. But turns out there was a wedding at the house top of the hill, so the people had to park down there, including Roderick, and the cake is, well, it just looks like someone's nappy. He sets up Ralph Jefferson at the head table to check people in, because Greg Howley thinks his birthday is a fucking hotel. And as we enter the actual party, it's going pretty well. The kids are playing the games, the piñatas, and there's people from the wedding up the street that come down, poured in through the barriers. All these different things are going on, and turns out the person that arrived was the guy who replaced the cupcake gobbler, whose name was Healthy Body. And let's just say the kids don't take that very well because he has his organs on the outside of his body. Fucking jet. And the party gets absolutely insane because the kids start smashing a table with a baseball bat. The bride from the wedding upstairs catches the groom in the bounce house, drags it away, and then a whole bunch of different people come in, and turns out they knew Greg as the kid whose birthday was forgotten online. And they bring cakes, get photos. Hey, Greg got Riz, bro, what the fuck? And then this is when the crazy ending that all Diary Mickey books have comes into place. A deer comes from the neighbor's yard, destroys absolutely everything, and that is that party. Now, usually it would end off like that, but no, there's actually different this time. Aunt Nancy left a note for Greg, which was a thank you card, and something falls out of it. What could it be? Well, it's none other than the three-eyed Threeable, the micro creature card, and obviously Greg is ecstatic. Or is he having a heart attack, or a stroke, or an asthma attack? What's going on, Greg? You alright, buddy? He decides to sit on the card for a while, just in case it gets damaged. Whenever he gets down to the store, he finds out that three-eyed Threeables were so popular that they decided to just can that 100 grand thing altogether and just sell them. The one time something actually goes right for him, and this shit happens. Kind of reminds me when in No Brainer he got a girlfriend for about 4 minutes. But stuff does go for Greg in the end because he is hired out to host a party for some popular kid. They want the same thing that happened to Greg's party. Everything goes out pretty well for Greg. And there you go. That is Partypooper. Now my thoughts on this book is, it is actually a pretty good book, to be fair. It sidetracks, but it keeps the same idea, like the same floating theme, present. Now, I'm going to give this book a 7.5 out of 10. I would recommend reading this book if you're a Diary Kid fan. And with that, that is my review. I'm gonna go take a pee. So I will see you guys in the next video. Alright.